Horses are not pets. We love them, can be friendly with them and enjoy them, but they can hurt you.
Out here at a ranch in Ellensburg, the love for horses runs deep. Mitch Williams has spent decades surrounded by them.
So Charlton's 6. I bought him when he was a weanling. I got started in the horse program, if you will, as a child, probably 3rd grade. I got my first horse, and I've had him all of my life.
At 70, Mitch has built quite the horse empire.
There's a dead animal hide right here.
He has his own ranch, rides numerous horses, and even runs a horse training clinic. But even with all his experience, it didn't make him immune from accidents.
It was in the arena right here on the property outside, and I was riding a 3-year-old colt. I have started horses throughout my journey, and so this was a young horse, and I was finishing the ride, and there was a gentleman coming to pick up another horse, actually, and I was standing by the gate sitting on the horse, and both of us noticed heavy black clouds forming over the hill behind us here.
Soon after, Mitch found himself on the ground.
So the wind just came up fast, and we've all seen those dust devils. They look like mini tornadoes, and one of those came racing across the arena, picking up what looked like tumbleweeds, or knapweed in our country. And the next thing you know, the colt just spun and bolted, tried to jump the fence, got both front legs under the top rail, and we both flipped over the other side of the fence. It came down on top of me.
Mitch's injuries resulted in a 9-day stay at Harborview's ICU. He had multiple rib fractures and a collapsed lung.
Injuries are sobering, but they're enlightening. They make you aware of not only your mortality, but what is it when you start to reevaluate that you need to learn about this business and this recreation or profession called equestrian.
It's injuries like Mitch's that spurred Dr. Cindy Lin and her team at UW Medicine Sport Institute to make a video on equestrian safety.
Equestrian sports are a high-risk sport. We know that there are head injuries, spinal injuries, and other trauma and types of injuries that can occur because you're riding a over 1,000-pound animal at a high speed for these sports.
Dr. Lin heads UW Medicine Sports Institute. She and her team have created safety videos for a variety of sports as part of their game plan series.
We just felt it was really important to do an equestrian video because there's a needs gap out there. There isn't a current video that trains both laypersons, volunteers, as well as EMS on what do you do to respond to a serious injury that's horse-related.
One big focus from the horse video, to train EMS to respond safely to horse injuries. Lynn says the best strategy is to arrive quietly.
Typically, ambulance might come in with their lights and sirens on, but for responding to a horse-related emergency, there's always a possibility that there's other horses and riders.
Can anyone else come help us?
And that having the sirens and lights on could potentially spook a horse and cause another accident, which we wouldn't want to happen.
For Mitch, it comes down to a simple principle. By respecting the animal and following the right steps, it can be the difference between a scare and a tragedy.
If you feel unsafe, raise your hand and let's figure out why you're unsafe. Ultimately, it's your job. You're in control of figuring out how to stay safe. And you can't let anybody push you away from that. If you don't feel safe, you're probably not going to be safe.
Mitch wants to remind riders that the bond with the horse is powerful, but so is taking responsibility when it comes to your own safety.